Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Destiny and I picked up these nightstands at an estate sale for $50. They were originally $30 each, but I got them for just $25 each, which is a great price in my opinion. Um, these are a little beat up. They are extremely dirty from being in my workshop for a few months at this point. There are some things that need to be fixed. It needs to be cleaned. So we're just going to get into it by starting to remove the hardware. Everything is dry. I'm gonna start sanding and I'm gonna try to sand the tops all the way down. I'm gonna start with a 120 grit sandpaper, but depending on how easily or not easily this finish will come off, I might move down to an 80 grit. I think this is solid wood. From the back it looks like all the grains go one way, so it doesn't look like it's veneer. So yeah, I'm just gonna start with a 120. After watching this footage back, I realized that I should not have used a paper towel for this water-based stain. It just simply did not spread as easily as it should have compared to using a chip brush like I did on the second nightstand. Lesson learned, this gel stain just really needs a chip brush instead of a paper towel. It just doesn't spread like it should. I also decided that I wanted to stain the shelves that go inside of the nightstands to match the top, just to kind of bring it all together a little more. Everything has dried overnight, and I don't really like the way this one's stained. It's very uneven. It's like lighter in the front and darker in the back. Not exactly sure what happened, but I think what I'm going to do is just try to sand it down again and restain it. And if I don't like it again, then I'll probably paint it, but I would really not like to do that. I would really like to have the stained look. So we're just going to try again. So I have sanded everything down and I have restained it, and I think it looks so much better. This is a water-based stain, so it should dry in a couple hours. I'm gonna put a fan on it just to help dry it a little quicker. But other than that, I'm super happy with how it turned out. And like I said, I'm just gonna wait for this to dry and then we'll move on to priming. I let the tops dry for about an hour and a half, and now I'm going to tape off the top. I got this roll of plastic from Menards. It's okay. I found a couple holes in the plastic. I don't know if it was user error, but it's alright. And I'm sure I will get some backlash on this, but I don't like to remove the doors on my furniture. I find it very hard to line them back up to what they were originally. So I just personally like to tape off the hinges so I don't get paint on those. But that's totally up to you. You can remove the doors. I just don't like to. I guess I lost some footage. I am starting to prime. I'm using the Bullseye 123 primer. It's my favorite. It is my absolute go-to primer. I did go ahead and mix a little bit of black paint into it to give it a little bit of a tint, just because I decided to use a dark color in this flip. Also, a reminder to spray on cardboard before you start spraying on your furniture, just in case your settings are wrong, you're not messing up on your furniture and having to wait for it to dry and go back and sand and try again. Start on cardboard, make sure your settings are all good, then spray on your furniture. After the primer was dry, I noticed some of these lines coming through. So I'm using this Bondo glazing and spot putty. This stuff is really good for small repairs. It's not meant for deep grooves or anything like that, deep dings, only basically surface scratches. So that's what I'm going to use. And I find it is easier to make repairs after the first coat of primer is done, just because it really highlights the imperfections and you can just see them so much better. After the second coat of primer was dry, I'm going in with colors called Cracked Pepper and Tricorn Black. I'm going to mix the two to give myself a custom color. I simply just don't have enough of the Tricorn Black to do this whole project. And I definitely don't have enough to do another project. So I'm just going to mix them for a custom color. And pray for me that I mix up enough color so I don't have to mix it up again. I'm not even going to lie, I am a bit nervous about this flip, only because I'm not sure I'm going to love the two-tone, but we'll see. The next step is top coat. I'm using this polyurethane Bare Premium. It is my new go-to. I absolutely love this product. If you have not tried this, I highly recommend. It is such a great product. I started with my custom color in this container, and then I'm going to add the top coat to it. I find darker colors tend to be a little streaky when you add just plain top coat, so that's why I mix my paint in with the top coat. As I keep looking at these nightstands, I realize they're just too light for what I'm going for. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of tone this wood to darken it up a little bit. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Here are some before clips, just in case you forgot what we were working with. And here is the after. I absolutely love the way this flip turned out. I know I say that about a lot of my flips, but this one is just really good to me. I just love how edgy it looks, but also how it just looks elegant and a little bit more modern maybe. It's so much better than the wood that it was. I hope that I've earned your subscription today. Don't forget to like and leave a comment. It helps small channels like mine grow. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.